Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope you're all having a good week so far. We are almost to the weekend, which I cannot wait. I did miss my stream yesterday, unfortunately. Life has just been really hectic lately, mainly with the house, but just lots of stuff going on right now. So I'm very excited for the weekend, very excited for this month to be done. I basically, for anyone, unfamiliar or just joining, me and my girlfriend purchased our first house just the other week, and we get it at the beginning of October. So lots to do in regards to that. The mortgage has been kind of a pain in the ass. So very excited to have that all done with. But yeah, October 4th, we get the keys. So excited about that. Planning out, what we're doing at the place, furniture. I'm planning out my office, which I'm really excited about. I'm actually really excited for my office. I have a bunch of different ideas I'm kind of toying with. So we'll see how that goes. I do have some ideas too to possibly set up, a board game table that I can maybe stream. So might be some streams in the future. I know I have multiple viewers that are into board games as well, and I think it might be fun every once in a while maybe do a stream where I play a board game or something like that. We'll have to see. But my office is pretty big, bigger than my current space here, and also when I started streaming, my office was already set up. So I basically started streaming with my office already set up the way it was, and I basically just had to work around it, right? So with this new house and this new office, I can set up my office with streaming in mind. So I'm really excited for that. That it's basically a blank canvas that, I can plan out the background a little bit better because I have my work computer right here where you can see my mouse and my keyboard right here. If I do like a widescreen, let me show you guys. Oh, so this is even cut off. Do I have? Here, let me see if I can. So here is the full little peek behind the curtain. So we got my computer over here, my work computer. Isn't very pretty to look at. I got some wardrobes over here, also aren't pretty to look at. Got that lamp in the corner, also not pretty to look at. So, that is one reason. I got things all cropped, makes it a little bit easier. And let me go back here. And it's not like the ideal setup, right? So really excited to basically plan everything out with this camera view in mind, so I can make the background a little better, make the layout a little better. So that'll be cool. And then, like I said, I might do a table that I can stream some real life stuff from. Maybe do some board game stuff, or I think it'd be fun to do a tier list, in real life. We'll have to see. It's all in the planning phases still. But how's everyone doing today? Hey Ayato, hey Chaos. Yes, today is my 100th stream, which it blew my mind when I looked at that and noticed that, because it doesn't feel like, I started that long ago. It was 9 months ago at this point, right? But yeah, 100 streams. It's crazy. But hey, Zenny, thank you. Thanks again. Yes, Chaos, board game streams possibly on the horizon. Or Commander stream. I actually thought about that, Zenny. I wondered if it would ever be possible to set up, do a Commander stream with some of you guys. I'd have to look into the logistics of that, because that'd be really cool. Imagine, because I know people do play Commander online, fully digital, right? And basically everyone has a webcam looking down at their table, and then you have a kind of a 4 split, right, where you have the 4 players. So I'd have to look into that, because that would be really cool to do. I haven't played Commander in a little while, so I am itching to play some Magic, and I know I have lots of viewers who play Magic and play Commander, so we'll have to see. Like I said, first step is actually setting up my office and getting that all going, but if I can do what I have in my head, do the table where basically my idea is to have my desk with the wall behind me and everything, but then I think right on the other side of that desk, I'm doing another table. So the goal is I can possibly just take all of my lights, my camera, my mic, everything, spin them around 180 degrees, and then film from that table. So that's the idea. We'll have to see how it plans out, but yes, I'm very excited. Hey, Weaponized Pinata, thank you for the 100 stream, congrats. Also, Game of Thrones board game. I don't know. I know there is a Game of Thrones board game. I've never played it. I think there's a few of them, actually. Is this the main one? Reminds me of like Risk. Is it basically just Risk, but Game of Thrones themed? Chaos crop out that if it works, don't fix it setup. Hey Axel, how's it going? Yeah, Otto's still being sick, although I'm going to try to go to work tomorrow. Been a whole last week now. It's crazy. Is it COVID or what are you sick with? Like, what are the symptoms exactly? Zenny, that'd be so cool. Now I have a physical deck so I can participate. Yeah, like I said, I know quite a bit of viewers play Magic, play Commander, or there's even probably some viewers who would be interested in trying Commander because I have a lot of decks. I think I have somewhere between 10 and 12 decks, and they really vary in power level. You know, I have some strong ones, I have some middle of the road ones, I have some that are just straight, you know, pre-constructed decks. Because for anyone unfamiliar, you could buy pre-constructed Commander decks for Magic that are like half decent. You know, they play well against each other. So if you and some friends want to get into Magic or get into Commander and you buy all those decks and you play against each other, like they play against each other pretty well. So if anyone was interested in trying it out and wants to buy one of those decks, like I have decks like that too. So yeah, I really like the idea of potentially doing stuff like that. So that's something maybe, you know, obviously you have to move in and get settled first. So that's something we can look into maybe going into the new year around the holidays. Dark Souls board game honestly slaps. It's crazy how many IPs have board games. Actually, one I'm really excited about is they're coming out with a Mass Effect board game. Which Mass Effect is my favorite my favorite video game of all time. Like not even close. So the fact that they're doing a like officially licensed Mass Effect board game seems really cool. This website kind of sucks though. Come on, I can't switch through pictures. Yeah, so basically, one thing board games have been doing recently that I really like is how they do these like spiral bound books as maps. I think that is such a neat innovation. Like whoever invented that, whatever the first game was to come out with this, so smart. I feel like this is one of like the biggest board game innovations like the last decade. It just, you know, instead of having like one clunky board, having this book with tons of different maps and tons of different boards, it just works so well. So yeah, basically this Mass Effect game uses that. You know, like one example, I'm currently playing through this game called ISS Vanguard. It is a sci-fi space campaign game, and that game is similar. Let me see if there's a picture here. That game is similar in the, you can see it a bit right there. In that the different planets, it's basically a book. Yeah, you can see a bit here too. Basically, it's a big book, and each, you know, planet is a different page, and it's just so smart. And I've been seeing more and more games utilizing that recently. Ayato, that's the funny thing. I don't know what it is. It's just a fever and some coughing, nothing else, but it's been intense. Did you get like COVID tested or anything? I know people still getting COVID here and there. It seems like something it's just like part of life now, right? It's just not going to go away. Axel, Yidris is my first deck. Nice. That's the 4-color one, right? I don't have any 4-color decks, actually. I have a bunch of 3, 1, 2, 3s. No 4 or 5, actually. It's something I've always wanted to do. Shock. Why are we talking about board games? I've given up on Hearthstone for board games. I forget how board games came up, but I like board games, so they come up pretty often. What kind of games have you been playing, though, Shock? Actually, I got some new ones the other day. I'll show you guys. For anyone who's familiar with... oh, does the chat not work on this screen? Anyways, for anyone familiar with solo board games, I got a couple of these Mint Tin games. So I got Cursed, I got Doom Machine, and then I got Gate. So anyone who doesn't know about these are literally a game in the little Mint Tin. In regards to Cursed, it's literally just, you know, some cards, right? But then the other ones, like say Doom Machine. So Doom Machine, you know, also has some little dice and some little markers and stuff. Gate Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, Gate has some of these little red wrong side. Gate has some of these little red jewels. It's got some dice. It's got some little baby cards. Yeah, so it's these full games that like very nice, like travel sized. You know, they only take like 15, 20 minutes. They're solo only. But yeah, ordered those after seeing a lot of recommendations online. Chaos, the first board game I saw that did the book thing was Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. I am wondering if that is one of the first. Because, like I said, whoever invented that, whatever the first board game was to do that, I love it. It's so, so smart. That new, like, Mandalorian game that came out recently, it also has a book, you know, for the board. I like it. Catan uses that in Cities and Nights, but for another purpose. Yado, I should probably get tested if it continues to be bad tomorrow. Yeah, like, I'm just curious, right? Obviously, if it is COVID, like, there's nothing they can really do. They'll probably just tell you, like, hey, take medicine, sleep. But I'm just curious after being sick for so long. Have you seen the Slay the Spire board game? It's so good. I have. I really want it. The only problem is it's expensive. Like, at least in Canada, I think it is around $150, something like that. But I love Slay the Spire, like the video game, right? And I've heard they translated it to a physical medium like so well. And there's also the fact that it has co-op. So anyone unfamiliar, you know, Slay the Spire is a roguelike card game, and they recently came out with a board game version of it that they did very, very well, apparently. Which I'm not surprised, because you play Slay the Spire, it feels like it could be a physical game. And yeah, apparently it's done really, really well. There's a co-op aspect, which is cool, because normal Slay the Spire, it's just solo, one player. But with this, you can play up to 4 people co-op. And yeah, I've heard really, really good things about it. It's just a little pricey. But definitely on my bucket list for sure. Shock, I got Cthulhu Death May Die. I just bought that recently. Yeah, I bought Cthulhu Death May Die. I showed it on stream. Last stream, I brought it and I showed everyone. I got it a few weeks ago. I've played it solo twice so far, and I played it with some friends last weekend. And it really, really good game. Rising Sun and Ank's Tomb of Wonders are coming next week. I've been trying to do some custom CDMC. Not sure what that is, what the acronym that is. And it's really fun. Bloodborne board game minis on AliExpress are great for that. I've always heard some people buying like pre-painted minis, because I do not have the skills for that. I am not good at like painting and like fine detail and stuff like that. Chaos Slay the Spire board game looks really good. I want it so bad. Yeah, it seems, because it just started shipping recently. And I think it's pretty easy to get a copy, or maybe depending where you live, right? At least like in Canada, and I'm assuming the US, it's pretty easy to get a copy now. They're just expensive, as I said. Xenia played it in Tabletop Sim a bunch, and it's fun solo and with the full party. Yeah, that's... Oh, Cthulhu Death May Die. Wow, I didn't even clue into that acronym. Yeah, I've only got the first season of Cthulhu Death May Die. Like I said, I've played it a couple times solo, and I've played it with friends once. There's 4 of us. Yeah, there's 4 of us when we played. And it's really fun. I like it a lot. It's my first board game that's like very miniature heavy, and I like it a lot. Slay the Spire has had tremendous ongoing, both virtual and real life, tremendous impact. Oh yeah, there's so many games that have been inspired by Slay the Spire, and some of them are really good, don't get me wrong, but Slay the Spire is still like the GOAT to me. If you want to play like a roguelike card game of that style, Slay the Spire is by far the best, I think. Chaos, I love co-op board games, they're so fun. I also really like secret objectives to add some amount of mistrust among the team that's forced to work together. It works really well in Nemesis. You know what's funny? Reading your comment, I was literally thinking about Nemesis. I've never played it, but I've read a lot about it, and I've really considered buying it. I'm sure I will at some point, but yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Nemesis. Excuse me. Also, speaking of co-op games, I talked, I think, on my birthday stream about how my dad's birthday was recently, and I was looking for something we could do together, you know, or like a reason to get together periodically more often. And I bought him Pandemic Legacy Season 1. So I've played a bunch of regular Pandemic, which for anyone unfamiliar, Pandemic is just a co-op board game. It's nothing super complicated or deep, but Pandemic Legacy, you know, it's a campaign version where you play through across multiple sessions. It's very, very highly rated. It's the second highest rated board game on Board Game Geek. And I've heard nothing but good things about it. So I bought it for my dad. So maybe over like the winter time, when things calm down a bit, we'll get together like once a month and play it or something like that. But yeah, looking forward to giving that a try. I remember me and some friends got into Pandemic during COVID, and there was a point in time where we were getting together every weekend and playing. Yeah, it's good times. But today, as I mentioned, today is my 100th stream, which feels crazy because even though it's been 9 months, you know, streaming now, it doesn't feel like it. It feels like less. It feels like I just started a couple months ago. So being 100 streams in, definitely like a milestone for me. I don't know if I ever thought I'd get to 100. Now that I think about it, when I started, if you were to ask me when I started if I still thought I would be going 100 streams in, I would probably lean towards no, if I had to be honest with you. I remember my initial goal when I started streaming and doing YouTube and everything like that. I basically said to myself, if I was 6 months in and still only had like a couple viewers and it wasn't really going anywhere, I would just stop. And, you know, we're 9 months in. I probably average around between YouTube and Twitch around 20 people, I would say 15, 20, 25. And lots of chatters. Actually, that's one thing I love about you guys is you always hear about how, you know, a very small percentage of viewers are chatters. And sometimes I will look in like the viewers. I don't look often, but sometimes I'll look who's watching the stream right now. And I recognize every single name that's watching. And I think it's so cool that my viewers are so talkative. And so I still think back to like my first couple months streaming when I was just talking to myself for hours on end, right? And now if I forget to unmute my mic, someone's there to point it out right away. Or it just, you know, lots of back and forth and stuff. So very much appreciate you guys. I like how talkative you guys are. So keep it up. But like I said, I don't know if I thought I'd still be here when I first started. Zenny, sometimes I think I talk too much. No, there's no such thing. Also, for anyone who, you know, was here like last week, basically I switched over to a different program for streaming and now I have a combined chat. So previously I had a window for Twitch chat and a window for YouTube chat. Now I have it all combined into one chat, and it was a little overwhelming at first because I was used to tracking, like looking back and forth between two chats, which isn't optimal by any means, but now it took some getting used to because now it's all in one place. It was more busy, but I'm pretty much good now. I'm used to watching the one chat, and it makes it way easier kind of going back and forth between you guys. Especially like I have it on screen for you guys, right? That, you know, you can see both Twitch and YouTube chat. So sometimes you guys talk to each other. I have it all in one place too. Nice and organized. Also, Chaos Nemesis is really good. I only have the second game, but I want to try the first one now after playing it for a while. Yeah, and then there's also a third one coming out next year too, right? I honestly don't know what the differences are between the different Nemesis games. From my understanding, I think the first one is like the first Alien movie where you were kind of on the defensive. And then the second game is more like the second Aliens movie where you're more on the offensive. That's what I've heard, at least. If so, that's kind of cool. So maybe depending what style game you want, you can get the first game or the second game. Shock, Nemesis, and Unfathomable are on my list as well. I'm not in a hurry though. I don't want to fall into the crazy consumerist gotta have the new thing craze. It is hard to avoid that. You are not wrong. I have a couple games. So for my birthday, I just got Horizons of Spirit Island. It is from my understanding, it is a toned down version of Spirit Island. So I got that to try it out. You know, if I like it, I can always get the full game. But from my understanding, you know, there's aspects of this that translate over to the full game. So it's not like it's just going to waste. You know, you can kind of treat it like an expansion. So I have that, which I'll have to try at some point. I have Terraforming Mars here. I got Terraforming Mars, Ares Expedition, still in the plastic. I've wanted this game for a long time, heard a lot of good things. I got it mainly to play solo, but might play it with some friends at some point too. but most of my games I've played at least once, I think. Yeah, but yeah, it's hard to not just buy everything. You're not wrong. Zenny, what software? I'm using OBS now. So OBS is by far the main and the most popular software people use to stream. But when I started off streaming, it was all like a little overwhelming to me. So I wanted just something very simple and user-friendly. And even though people talk shit about Streamlabs and they have their issues with the company and the program, a lot of people will agree that it's just easier to use for a beginner. So I started off with Streamlabs and I just kept using it because I had no issues with it. People talk shit about it, but it never crashed on me. I never had any issues. It just worked perfectly and I got used to it, right? So I just kept using it. But then last week, I think it was, I just couldn't go live for some reason. The Streamlabs just refused to work. I kept going live, but it just wasn't working. So I decided that was like the sign to switch over to OBS, because I've always wanted to switch eventually. It just would have been a lot of work. And so yeah, that was the sign. So I switched over to OBS and it's much better now that I've got it kind of settled and the way I want it. It took a bit of time and some work, but it was worth it in the end. And in the grand scheme of things, it is better. There's a lot more support for it. Chaos, I really like talking and hanging out with you guys. It's a really fun way to spend my time. Hey, same here. I'm here for you guys. And it's funny, I was talking to my girlfriend earlier about how, like, I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling the stream today. But then, she was right. And she always says that, like, I always feel better when I stream because just the house stuff has been stressing us out. Work's been a little busy and stressful. But yeah, once I'm done streaming or once I'm hanging out with you guys, it's always a bit better. So thank you. I'm glad you guys like hanging out here. I like hanging out with you guys. Hey, Tekepa, I'm sorry if I say that wrong. Don't like chatting, and mostly I fall asleep to your chilling streams because they're not boring. Just now it's 1 a.m. and your kind voice. Thank you for your content. Congratulations on your 100th stream. Thank you. Yeah, by all means, when I'm talking about how chatty you guys are, don't feel an obligation. I know most people don't chat. For the most part, most people like to just sit back. Maybe they have the stream on in the background while they're, playing a game or doing whatever. So by no means am I calling out people who don't chat. But I'm glad to hear. I know a lot of people, a lot of my viewers are in Europe, and unfortunately it is very late when I start streaming. So as you said, it's 1 a.m. for you right now. And who knows, maybe one day I'll be able to start earlier. In a perfect world, I would like to start 2 hours earlier. I'd like to start around 4 p.m. Eastern time, but I work until 5, and it's impossible to go live right at 5. I need a little bit of time to either shovel some food in my mouth or shower or just get stuff set up. So 6 is like realistically the earliest time I could start streaming. Maybe 5:30, but it'd just be too busy. But once again, yeah, thanks for the kind words. Thanks for the feedback. But anyways, all right, enough patting myself on the back. Today's stream, I'm a little late to the party because I know this deck has been very popular for a little while now. Forgot to rename it. But I'm going to be playing some Big Spell Mage. Big Spell Mage, when did the mini set come out? Last week? I think it was last week. Big Spell Mage has been like the talk of the town. Big Spell Mage is the deck that everyone's been playing. It hit like 30 or 40% win rate at one point. Very, very popular. And it's funny because I feel like going into the expansion, I wouldn't have expected that. I've always said that Big Spell Mage was always so close to being good. I feel like you could go back and watch so many old streams of mine where I say like the pieces are there. It's so close to being good. And I want it to be good. I think Big Spell Mage is a cool archetype. But yeah, Skyla pushed it over the edge. It's been very, very popular. It's not necessarily the strongest deck in the game. I can show you guys. People always seem to confuse play rate with win rate. Just because the deck is the most popular doesn't mean it's the best. And if you go over here, So yes, in terms of popularity, Big Spell Mage is by far the most popular. It's at, so from Diamond to Legend, since the expand mini set launch, it's at about a 22% play rate, which is crazy high. And then the next highest is 8%. So it's literally almost like 3 times as popular as the next popular deck, which that puts into perspective, right? But see, one thing to point out, right? Highlander Warrior is the 3rd most popular deck, and it kind of drops off after that, sitting at a 48% win rate. So yeah, just because a deck's popular doesn't mean it's necessarily great, right? And don't get me wrong, Big Spell Mage is not a bad deck. You know, you can see here if you sort by win rate, it is what? 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th highest win rate. Very good deck, 56% win rate, but there is some decks stronger than it. But I do agree that the play patterns that this deck does, they're very degenerate. It feels awful to have Tsunami played against you on turn 4 or 5, and then they repeat it with that rogue card. So I think it will get nerfed, if anything, because it's just not fun to play against. And I've said that before with, you know, like Reno Warrior and stuff, that cards don't necessarily have to be strong to be nerfed. If, you know, because obviously Blizzard has lots of data on their end. They can see if someone like finishes a game and quits out of the game, or finishes a match and quits the game, or closes the app or whatever, right? And I'm sure they can see there's probably a large percentage of people that play against Big Spell Mage and just quit out of the game after that, because it's just not fun to lose against. And that is a reason enough to nerf it, I think. I think if a deck is so annoying that it's like actively pushing people away from the game, it's worth nerfing. Some people might not be happy to hear that, but that's what I think, at least. Chaos, chatting's a lot of fun. It's nice being in just with the same time zone as you. Oh, what time zone are you in? So are you west of me then? Because I'm east coast of North America. Shock, there's a new Light Show Mage that uses the Big Spell Mage stuff. Con Man's really good. If you have a deck code for that, send it over. I'm always trying, like, I like Light Show a lot, and I always want Light Show to be good. So if you have a deck, a new Light Show deck like that, yeah, send it over. I'll give it a shot. Boom Boss needs to be nuked from orbit. I agree. I think Boom Boss is possibly the most annoying card in the entire game. Like, no game makes me want to quit more than Boom Boss. So I agree. Axel, Nature Shaman was not the best deck, but got nerfed. Yeah, exactly. Chaos, I'm an EST, but I'm a half hour behind you. I didn't know there was a half time zone. That's interesting. But anyways, yeah, today, Big Spell Mage. If Shock or anyone else wants to send me a Light Show Mage, I'll give that a shot as well. Let's get things going. Also, I realized today I've really been slacking on my goal of hitting Legend in Wild this month, so maybe I'll have to shift it to next month. Unfortunately, I missed a lot of streams due to the house stuff, and the mini set came out, which I played, you know, standard for, so maybe that'll be October's goal. Ayato, Boom Boss, and Reno with Bran is just pain. Yeah, there's so many things Reno Warrior does that are so degenerate. Also, I basically looked at, there's a few different versions of this deck floating around, and I grabbed one and tweaked it a little bit. I see Summer running Zephyrs, which I think it's a cool, fun new card, so I wanted to give it a shot. Also, this one runs Magatha, which I think, I wonder if he's just hard mulligan for Skyla. But yeah, I think, so correct me if I'm wrong, if you play Cephalopods, then you play Magatha and you draw a spell, it'll cast the spell before it goes to your opponent, right? Is that how that works? I'm assuming so. That's why I left it in. Oh, Shock, you got that list? Let me copy it.
I smell golden in their waters. Keep on panning.
Also, stuff seems really loud today. Let me double check it's all okay. Right. You guys will let me know. Cut down the card draw. Giving him the snake oil actually helps him. Hey, Hetrid, I liked the Boom Boss before the nerf. It's funny because the Boom Boss nerf, like, in some ways it was a buff, and in some ways it was a nerf, depending how you look at it. Hetrid, when he was shuffling stuff into his own deck, I thought it was more interesting. And then they released Infernus, promoting the logic of the playstyle anyways. So that was going to happen either way. Why change it? Yeah, I think there's pros and cons to having Boom Boss the way it is currently. This is a shitty hand, though. Also, is the volume okay for you guys? The game seems really loud to me today. You have to let me know. Brand Boom Boss is so toxic. I hate it. You simply just lose half your deck with no counter. Yeah, it's annoying because no other late game deck can compete with that. It's just so much value. Like, it's destroying 18 cards in your hand, deck, and battlefield. Also, Axel works that way with Plagues. Okay, good to know. Okay, I got half of it. Now I just need... So he's 100% playing Tsunami or Sunset Volley next turn, right? Oh! Does that stack? Will that make his spells cost 6? Because that is such a funny interaction if so. Okay, I think so. Okay, thank God. Zenny, what you can use as Merch Seller to counter Big Spell, but it's so niche. Which one's Merch Seller? So next turn I can play Sunset Volley. Just play this for now. Steve, it's kind of quiet, actually. Oh, you talking like the game or my voice? Like, what's quiet exactly? Hey, Alpha. I'd rather propose a big Spell Mage list with Galactic, Projection Orb, and Norganon. My name was Snowlinks in English, in case you forgot. I forgot, but now I remember you saying that. It's been a while. Cast when John should be cast instead of Maggot to give me to your opponent. Okay, cool. Actually, yeah, I'd be down for a big Spell Mage list with Projection Orb as well. It's kind of sad how big Spell Mage is a deck, but people don't run it with Projection Orb. And Projection Orb is like the big Spell Mage payoff, right? Hetrid runs it. Hetrid plays big Galactic Projection Orb in my Spell Mage deck. Oh, top deck power, guys. Top deck power. Okay. So swap the cost of the highest and lowest cost spell in your hand. Okay. So this will do Tsunami. That's just GG, right? Just that easy? All right, good first example of the deck. Just draw better, right, Ayato? Chaos Blizzard took away my patchwork and then immediately gave Warrior patchwork on Giga Steroids. That's right, actually. They removed patchwork, and I'm pretty sure they specifically said they removed patchwork because they didn't like the way it felt, or they didn't like, you know, like the feeling of it or whatever. And then literally Boom Boss is way worse. Explain that logic to me. Zenny Merch Seller puts a Ram spell on top of your opponent's deck at the end of your turn. It can counter Surflopod. That's funny, actually. So I guess I should have looked this up. What are the like mulligan targets for this deck? I'm assuming Skyla. What else do you want? Something to generate a like Miracle Salesman or something to generate a coin? Maybe I keep Miracle Salesman then, because I don't have a coin. Either weapon or instrument tech, I'm assuming. This guy's nice because it can trigger Surflopod, right? Or if you get Skyla, you know, this can get you Tsunami in your hand. I don't know. We'll have to see. Hetra, the game is much more quiet than you, but you're good. Yeah, let me see if I can bump it up a bit on your guys' ends. It's weird because the game seems so quiet on my end, or so loud on my end today. There, I bumped the game up 10% on your guys' end. Let me know if it's balanced a bit better.
Any problem?
Patchwork, Mutanus, and Theotar are some of the most frustrating cards to face. I agree. I think on one hand, they're very fun cards to play. Like, getting a good Mutanus feels so, so good. But on the other hand, like, they feel so bad to be played against you. Wow, okay. Actually, oh, this is good. This will swap the snake oil with... So I guess the choice is, do I want to play Tsunami or Sunset Volley? Because I cannot play this and cheat out Sunset Volley, or I can play this and cheat out Tsunami. Which one's the better one? I feel like against this deck, actually, Tsunami's probably better, right? Because this is some kind of Evolve Shaman. What? Is this a new deck? I've never seen this card played.
Just use more.
Also, I will say too, Zenny, though, I do think Theotar is the biggest offender for that. The fact that Theotar can not only remove your win condition, but give it to your opponent was just so, so strong. If Theotar... I think the way Theotar should have been designed is discover a card in your opponent's hand for them to discard, and then you discover a card in your hand to discard. I think that's how it should have been. Because I think the power differential of them, like -1 win condition, you plus one win condition, was just too high. All right, next turn, Tsunami. Hetrid, yeah. So I think someone else mentioned it. Okay, Hetrid will post on Discord. Okay. Also, let me make sure I saved Shock's deck. They posted a Light Show Mage. And Hetrid, I'm guessing, is posting the big Spell Mage. All right, let me copy that. Right. Oh, it won't actually do Tsunami now because of the discount. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Ticketus feels left out. Man, Ticketus was such like a point of contention. People loved Ticketus, thought it was the coolest card, or it was like the worst card in the world. I liked it, personally. Yeah, the game seems so loud to me. Turn it down in my end. Alright, can I get the health buff? Damage? Alright. Easy deck. Easy game. Axel eating sushi now. Nice. There's actually a sushi place right at the end of my street that I was just telling my girlfriend we have to go there one more time before we move. A little annoying. I can do Tsunami, right? Oh, this is still alive too. So there's a chance I just win here with Tsunami, right? Yep, I win. Oh, actually, it was 100% lethal. Zenny, we could do an annoying card tier list. So funny enough, you know, because I do like the top 5 videos on YouTube, right? I have a list of ideas that I would like to do at some point. And one of the ideas I've thought about doing is like the top 5 most frustrating cards in Hearthstone. Because you got some good ones there. Theotar would be on the list for sure. What else? Reno Lone Ranger, 100% would be on the list too. I can see Ticketus maybe on it.
Jaina versus Valyria.
Chaos, I think Patchwork is the least egregious of the bunch because it only targets minions and doesn't become a massive body on the board if it high rolls. I agree. I don't need the coin. It's just full mulligan. Yeah, I think out of like Theotar, Boom Boss, you know, Patchwork, Mutanus, all of those, Patchwork is definitely one of the least offending ones for sure. Zenny, this deck, man, if you high roll, you win. If you low roll and get Sunset Volley, you still win. Yeah, the problem with this deck, and like I said, it's like a sentiment problem, right? Is you lose, like you win super, super fast, and it feels so bad to lose, or you draw bad and just nothing happens. I also picked this deck because it has Khadgar in it. But I don't think that's good design. Hearthstone's been doing that a lot recently, where there's really strong decks where if you draw like 1 or 2 key cards, you win. If you don't draw them, you lose. And I feel like this is the perfect example of that. It's like draw Skyla, win. Don't draw Skyla, lose. I actually don't want this to trigger because Surflipod is useless then. Random Demon. Armor. These are all pretty bad. All right, next turn, King Tide, and then turn after that, by Tsunami. Steve, a good counter to Big Mage is Death Rattle Balm Warrior, which is also a fun deck to watch. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I should check that out at some point again. I do like Balm Warrior, and I haven't played it in a while. Etrid, I'm 35 and 11. Wow. I'm calling that successful for a class I never want to play. Not even 1,000 wins. Hate Mage. Oh, objection. Yeah, I agree. So I talked about this recently. I said, I'm not sure what the more frustrating secret is, objection or ice block. Like, they're both bad. Don't get me wrong. They're both awful secrets that should be deleted from the game. But I think it depends on the deck. Because some decks, objection just can lose you the game. But then ice block, you just can't win the game, right? It depends on the deck, I think. Come on. Okay. Just Smork, right, guys? All right, next turn, I think I Surflipod. Because then I can watercolor artist for another Tsunami. Oh man, the big Spell Mage tech, guys. That's so funny. That is actually kind of cool. Okay. Smork. Smork, Smork. Imagine working for a WinCon nowadays. Shock, just to be clear that the deck isn't mine. I just watched a bloke playing it today. It looks rather good and fun. Light shows such a card. Hey, you could take credit. It's okay, man. Okay. Imagine I died here. This is a little annoying, though. That's gonna heal him a bunch. So I do trigger Tsunami. Then I have 4 or 5 mana left over. Oh, I can get my Surflipod lifesteal. Oh no, my board will be full. What if I do this? It's because I don't want the water elementals to hit this guy twice to kill it, right? Heal him 8. So do this. Hopefully clears. Yep. Hit this. Okay. And then give you lifesteal. I am so surprised this card doesn't say give a friendly demon lifesteal. I'm not complaining. I'm just so surprised. And then chirping.
Don't make me dive back in there.
Don't tell me I lose.
Let the Badlands.
Oh my god. Is he gonna Shadow Step breakdance this multiple times? Or is he gonna RNG a win? Okay, that's a good sign. He's digging. Wow, okay. I'm still not dead, right? Oh, if he has Shadow Step, I'm dead. Just, like, I hate when people do this. Like, you won or you lost. Just kill me or, like, end your turn. Oh. That random demon won me the game. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Hedgard, he mad. Oh my god. Wow. He had multiple ways to kill me if it wasn't for that demon. That's crazy. He was for sure waiting for you to concede. Nah, never concede, guys. Never surrender.
Jaina versus
Also, Hetrud, I don't actually think Big Spell Mage is unfair, though. Does it stop some classes from being playable? Absolutely, but I'm used to it. I came from Yu-Gi-Oh! When your deck gets power crept in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's usually gone for years and it's accepted and move on. So I don't mind. Maul, I guess. I don't know. It's tough. I talked a bunch on my stream on Monday about like power creep in card games, because like Magic the Gathering, right? Magic the Gathering is 3 times as old as Hearthstone, but it hasn't been power creeping as fast as Hearthstone. So on one hand, I understand, you know, power creep is part of a game, is part of card games, is part of games in general, but there's definitely ways to avoid it and slow it down. And Hearthstone is just going like buck wild. Hearthstone is just doing the opposite. Like they're like foot down on the throttle. Like they're riding down the power creep, you know, highway. No sign of slowing down. That rogue quit Hearthstone after that random demon. I would have stopped playing. If I was off stream and I lost that game, I would have stopped playing. All right, now we just need Skyla, right? Plagues are also a decent counter to Big Mage. I'm not playing Plagues though, my friend. Also, Yado also Plague DK viable against Big Spell Mage. I can't bring myself to do it, guys. Okay, so do this, and then next turn, Watercolor Artist.
For the Kirin Tor.
Incoming nerf on Employee of the Month. Like I said, if you were to show me that card, like, I don't know, it looks wrong that it gives any minion lifesteal. Like, you would assume, I don't know, just based on cards Warlock has got in the past, I feel like you would assume it would be give a demon lifesteal. I'm not complaining, it wouldn't be that game, but it's still funny. Whoopsie! Hit this. That's fine. Chaos Barrel Brim misplay. I think he just played it for tempo. Or as a misplay, maybe, I don't know. Okay, I was gonna say the only one that really would have been annoying was it Wrath, the AoE one? What kind of direct damage does this deck have? Is it just what's the Barrel of Sludge? What's that stupid legendary? Popgar. Is it just Popgar? Or does this deck have any other like direct damage? Oh man. Crescendo. Oh, okay. So I should play a little safe. Ooh, that's a nice one actually. I could have double coined there. Oh, I win. Wow, I'm stupid. I had a lot more damage than I thought. I wasn't BMing, I swear. Zenny, you guys think Big Spell Mage is more annoying than my personal mortal enemy Pain Warlock? See, Pain Warlock is also another example of a deck where if they draw perfectly, like turn 1, 2, and 3, they can just win the game on turn 4 or 5. Which, again, I don't think is a good way to take Hearthstone. I think that I don't think that's a good precedent to set. I haven't got to play Conniving Conman at all yet. Pain Warlock is BS. Also, Insanity does damage to Fatigue. I've seen Hellfire and ETC before. Okay, so they do have a bit of reach. Oh, it's GG, guys.
One dose solves any problem.
Pain Warlock is called that because it causes you pain when you play against it. Pain Warlock wins on turn 4 and you can't do shit about it. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like I said, some of these decks, and Big Spell Mage is the same, right? More and more we're seeing these decks where if you draw the right cards in your first couple turns, you just win on turn 4 or 5. Which is crazy for Standard. If that shit goes on in Wild, like, that's one thing, right? But, whoa, my god. Okay. But for that shit to happen in Standard nowadays, it's just crazy. Hearthstone has been noob meta for a while. Conniving Conman replaying Galactic Projection Orb is the best feeling ever. That would be cool, for sure. Pain Warlock is functionally a solitaire deck if your opponent is not drawing proper counterplay. Same for Big Spell Mage. Oh, for sure. You are just doing your own thing. What is the play here? I can King Tide, then Tsunami. That's the only play, really, right? So I don't want to use the coin to Cephalopods. It might slow him down, too. They only nerf high skill rogue decks. That's kind of true, eh? You know, sometimes it's kind of like Patron Warrior. Patron Warrior, decks like that require like a lot of APM and skill and stuff like that. It's weird how they nerf those kinds of decks. And I guess it's probably because they perform well at a really high level, right? Your average player is going to suck playing those games or those decks, but like the pro players can be really, really good with those decks. Chaos, I play Hearthstone to play a TCG against people, not desperately scramble for ways to counter their game of solitaire. Yeah, I've had many of games against Pain Warlock where, yeah, they're assembling their puzzle and you're just hoping to draw like a board clear or hoping to draw something to deal with it. So we do Tsunami this turn. Next turn, Conniving Conman for a second Tsunami. Whenever we draw... If I happen to draw another big spell before I play Surflipod, I have Skyla. Conman needs to be reverted. I agree. I've had some games off stream where my opponent cheated out Sunset Volley, and then the turn after that, they like Conman for 2 more. It's just brutal. Etrid, I'm really hoping Aura Paladin gets a Mysterious Challenger style card. That would be kind of cool. So I'm assuming you mean you would play it, and then it would play a copy, or like it would play one of every aura you have in your deck. That's a cool idea. So I kind of hated Mysterious Challenger, but I think it's a cool idea. Mostly because I love Mysterious Challenger. I think it would be a sweet throwback while also making Aura Paladin relevant. Yeah, I wish they'd go more in on the auras. I think the auras are a really cool mechanic. Just do another Tsunami. Oh, I will lose one. This feels bad, but I want to gain all of them. Smork, smork, smork. Conman's broken simply because it's not in Rogue. I do agree. Who is it? Axel? Conman should be reverted. I agree. It's kind of funny when they buffed this card, it still didn't really see any play. But then with this new deck, it's very, very, very strong. Zenny, I think if Conman gets reverted and Surflipod costs 1 more, the deck is supposedly dead. See, I guess that's the thing, right? Is there's so many ways for this deck to cheat out big spells. You have Skyla, you have Surflipod, you have Conman. Have I won every game so far? Let me check. I think I have. Yeah, I'm 5-0 so far. I've won every game so far. God. Skyla's by design just plain stupid. I think the art is so bad too. So it's like double whammy. Bad card, bad art. If you take Conman out, you reduce the reliability and the number of times you can repeat it. It is true, right? Without Conman, this deck can still be very explosive, but I feel like Conman gives them so many like backup plans. Like it makes the deck go so much longer than it should. Like this deck should be a glass cannon. I feel like this deck shouldn't be able to play Sunset Volley or Tsunami 4 times before turn 10. I still feel like I have no idea how to mulligan this deck. Is King Tide worth keeping? Because King Tide on 4, one of these on 5. I'm gonna try it. She's a catfish. Oh, see? Easy. What's Druid playing right now? Reno? Zenny, by the way, I'm not advocating for the Devil I Hate deck too. It's just that over-nerfing is also bad. I agree. I do think the deck deserves some kind of nerf, but I'm worried they're just going to obliterate the deck. Because, like I said, I like this archetype. I do think Big Spell Mage is a really cool archetype, and they've tried to push it for so long, and it just hasn't really worked. And the fact that it's finally doing good, and they're just going to obliterate it, that's what worries me, 100%. Is there any big spell he can play here? So what's... He's sick of mages, guys. Oh, man. You guys were just talking about what kind of deck he was playing, too. The deck is counterable in its current state. Changing Con Man would destroy the deck. It would just put... I'd just push Skyla to 6 to appease the complainers and make folks wait until the new stuff comes. There really is so many different ways they could go about nerfing this deck. You are right. You could target Con Man. You could target Skyla. I don't know. Just hard mulligan for Skyla. Keep Tsunami and coin. Yeah, Yato, he did not want to deal with that. I don't blame him. Imagine if every class could just replay any class card they wanted for 4 mana. Yeah, that aspect is very, very good for sure. And also, I feel like this is just a card that's going to get better over time. You know, this card's around for another year and a half. And basically, like, every big payoff card that comes out makes this card better. So maybe this is the one to target. Maybe you guys are right. Or hit Surfalopod. I will say, I feel like out of Skyla, Conman, and Surfalopod in the deck, Surfalopod is like the weakest one, right? So I don't necessarily think that's the right target to hit. I figured he would full trade, that's why I went face. Okay. I kind of want to save this for Surfalopod. Get some draw? That's okay. Should I should I do the random demon again, guys? I'm gonna do it. It won me that one game. It earned the slot to get picked again. Heterid pushing it back to 6 would appease the argument, and the deck would lose a few win rate points, but in my opinion, it would be enough to make the play rate go down to where it should probably be based on win rate, as opposed to right now where it's just freaking crazy because it was the only obviously new direction of the mini deck. I agree. The fact that it's the only new deck to come out of the mini set is definitely a bummer. Wow. Our hand is like, or I guess our hand. My hand's actually insane. So this would bring Tsunami down to 8. Could play it on 7 here. That's a good demon, damn. I almost want to cheat that out now. Tide is also just insane mana cheat and disruption all in one. Oh yeah, from the moment King Tide was announced, I think I rated King Tide like 5 out of 5 stars. I said right from the beginning, I basically called it like the new Lotheb. I thought it was a really cool card. It's just chill. Yeah, I thought King Tide was a really cool card right from the beginning, and I'm glad it's actually seen play now. Because I think even when I did my video going over, you know, like the crafting suggestions for Perils in Paradise, I said how King Tide I didn't think was worth crafting, but one day it might be. That, like, I hoped it would be worth crafting one day because it's a cool card, so it is nice that it's seeing play now. Shock, I'm vicariously living here, so it is our hand to me. Hey, like I said, we're all in this together, guys. That's how I think about it. My hand, our hand, it's all the same thing. Holy shit, that was a good high roll. Wow. Literally draw 2 cards, a rush guy, and potential 5 damage to me. I'm one off of playing Tsunami. I can't afford to do nothing, though.
Fall before the imps, damn it!
This could be a painful turn. That Dragon Bane is messed up. Tide was good, but it wasn't enough. It required a high roll. Skyla gave another way to do it. When you're talking legendaries, redundancy is key because they're all one-ofs. Yeah, I do agree that King Tide was also always a good card. It just didn't have enough like support, right? Okay, so I gotta go for a bit. I got dinner and a few things to take care of. Hopefully it'll be done soon enough to rejoin you. Well, have fun with dinner. Good luck with all your things, and maybe I'll see you soon. Wait, what did that hit? I wasn't even paying attention. That's not the worst. I need a really good draw here. There's no way to play Tsunami here, right? Oh, that replaced Wretched Queen. Yeah, Conman for the Demon is goated. Yeah. Alright, what if I do this? And then I do this to play Tsunami next turn. Also, it's more targets for the Dragon Bane to hit. I did not even realize that this would... I'm so used to playing this card to replay spells. I forgot it would replay the minions too. Okay, that was nice. Oh, no. Not like this, guys. Not like this. At least there's lots of bodies to absorb hits. Okay. Does RNG favor him? No, RNG only favors us, guys. Also, I have this strand of hair in the front here. It's driving me nuts. Is that clear? Oh, thank God. Oh, I'm dead still. No. Damn. What happened to that game? That's alright. I was bound to lose one eventually. Yeah, he just kept putting on pressure. And I was always so close to being able to cheat out, like, pseudo. I had a really good hand if I could cheat out one spell. I had both Conmans in hand, but I just wasn't able to.
Jaina versus Jaina.
Oh, another mirror match.
You asked for it. Knowledge is power. It's also kind of crazy how going second is such a big buff for this deck. Like, just having a coin without having to work for it is so good. Okay. Need Skyla, King Tide.
To perfection.
I like how aggro decks run board clears now. Petra, it's okay, it happens. If the deck always wins, we wouldn't be discussing it like a convo, it'd be demanding its nerf. That's the rogue effect leaking through.
For the killing hole.
Okay, so... The only annoying thing is when you have a Tsunami in hand, I always don't want to play this because I want to save it for Surflipod, if possible. Oh, might be a Skyla next turn.
So this would make Tsunami 8, 6. So what, next turn 5, 6, 7, and 1 off. I think I lost. I think this game's over already. I think he just Skyless Tsunamis here and I'd lost. Oh, okay, not what I expected.
I smell gold.
Oh, don't do it, man. Don't. Okay. Okay. So I can set up for Tsunami next turn.
For the Kirin Tor.
Any problem?
Okay, Tsunami next turn. Hopefully he doesn't have his own watercolor artist. Magatha seems bad in this deck. Yeah, I will say, now that I've played some games, I probably would drop Magatha. Some decks are running it, some aren't. I also feel like Zephyrs has just never been needed. I've also only drawn it like one time. So maybe drop Magatha and Zephyrs. What would I add though? Okay. Obviously, the first Tsunami is the best, right? Because he starts frozen. I don't know what to see. Oh, I forgot some people are running that card. Okay. Oh, really? That is rough.
Real fake gold.
Maybe I do this. Magatha, it makes Magatha better. Next turn I can coin Sunset Volley, maybe. Oh, this is rough. We're in a bad spot. Hetrad, Mag, sure. Test away. Zeph, no. Zeph does have a purpose, and if you haven't needed it. Yeah, I can see Zephyr's being good, right? I've never drawn him or needed him. That was a weird trade, considering this would have... Oh, okay. So weird for him to play that like that. Like, you're giving me a free turn with it first. Just face and Tsunami? 100% lethal, right, guys? 100% lethal. I cannot believe you played King Tide like that. Literally gave me the win. Some people make such weird decisions, man. Guy like literally shot himself in the foot, then gave me the gun to finish him off. Big taunts are good against Mage. I've won games with Rye Cleaver. Yeah, I know some people are playing like a big Druid deck right now that can cheat out. It uses like Dungar. It has a bunch of big taunts to be cheated out, basically to absorb the Tsunami hits. I have seen that.
Versus Jaina.
I've got a good
Axel, like I said, new meta.
knowledge is
Hetra doesn't want to agree, but that was bad. try that. Man, I keep going first again in these mirror matches. All right, next turn, Gold Panther, then Metal Detector. Rewind could probably be good to discover another Tsunami. Well, yeah, Rewind is guaranteed to get you either like a coin or a big spell, right? Oh, that's very good for us.
I smell golden in their water. Keep on panning.
I've actually had less mirror matches than I expected. My very first game was against a mage, and then the last game was against a mage. So only, what, 2 out of 8 games? That's less than I would have guessed. I was hoping you didn't have that. I don't really want to give him another coin, but I need the draw. I don't have anything else to do really. Okay, that's what I want. So, hopefully he plays something for me to kill. I get the coin, I Skyla turn after. Perfect. Whoa! He has both Tsunamis in hand. So he has 2 coins, 2 Tsunamis, and 3 other cards. That's interesting. So theoretically here, he could coin Skyla and Tsunami. I'm really hoping he doesn't have it. Okay. GG. I Skyla Tsunami. Con man after that. Easy peasy.
One dose solves any problem.
Keep on panning.
Oh, the second con man too. So dirty. How can you tell which cards are non-rogue?
A limited time.
Sorry, what do you mean exactly? Do you mean how I knew what cards he had in his hand? It's because he played Watercolor Artist and didn't draw anything. So we know 100% he has both Tsunamis in hand already. Wow. Oh. Zephyrs, give us lethal, please. Double fireball. Oh my god. This deck's dumb, guys. Oh man. Alright, we've won every mage mirror match so far. That's nice. You guys want to see this shit so far? Look at this. I've played 9 games, I've lost 1 so far. Oh, wrong screen. Come on.
Jaina.
Oh, Hunter, that's a new one.
I hear the call of the wild.
Knowledge is
Why we never get the coin, guys? Although we still keep winning without it, so maybe it's not that important. What's Hunter playing? Like, I'm almost wondering if I should keep this card. Like, it could screw him over, and I think we'll need the tempo. Miracle Salesman would be nice here. Nope. Actually, the weapon could be nice. It's either Secret Hunter or Ice Trap would be really annoying. Have an awkward start. PL, I mean for a card like Seashill. Reduce cost by 2 for non-rogue cards. How can you tell which cards are rogue or not? Yeah, so it just means any card that's like not a neutral, but not a mage card. So yeah, Mage have like this blue border with like this green rim around it. So if it's a rogue card, warrior card, hunter card, anything but a neutral or a mage card, this would discount. So if by some chance you discovered, you know, like a warrior card, like I said, right, it would discount that as well. Is this like amalgam hunter?
A limited time offer.
Could Khadgar. Yeah, I kind of think it's amalgam hunter. I've played against that a couple times. For him to throw this parasite away like that, though, he must not have had a lot of good options. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Surfalopod or Khadgar, guys? The only annoying thing is if I Surfalopod, then Conman's doing nothing.
What to do?
I can Khadgar, then Surfalopod next turn, right? I like that. Oh, okay. Taste your own medicine. Oh, poor Hunter. So sad. Wow. Okay. Okay, so the only annoying thing is I can't play the metal detector for 4 more turns. I would have preferred, like, Frostbolt there, I think. Ayato, denied. Actually, King Tide. King Tide would be really, really nice, too. What is this guy doing? Okay, so you're just not giving your amalgam rush, I get. Oh my god. This game does not, like, whoever's at Blizzard right now and has, like, the RNG button for my account, man, you are helping me out. All right, there we go. There's the Frostbolt. See, they heard me. The guy at Blizzard was like, "Oh, sorry, I'll give you Frostbolt next time." I'm not even cheating out any spells, and I have 11 damage on board. Sorry, 10 damage on board. He's at 16 already. That's kind of annoying. Actually, all the bananas. Do I trade first? I think I do, right? Because half of them would have to hit it to kill it. Yeah. Fireball's lethal. It's not the worst. Got Con Man for another Sunset Volley. Email, don't you just love the grind from Diamond 5 to Legend? Oh my god. Honestly, that's one reason I don't hit Legend very often, is because I just don't care. Like, I play a lot of, like, janky, stupid decks and stuff, and I just don't care to put in the time to hit Legend, because it's a grind sometimes. Not with this deck. I'm just cruising, no problem. It reminds me of a few months ago. I had a stream where I was playing Reno Demon Hunter, and it was insane. I basically started the stream at Diamond 5, and over the course of the 3-hour stream, I hit Legend. And I wasn't even trying. The deck was just so good. And this kind of feels like that. I started off the stream at Diamond 8. I'm at Diamond 5, or sorry, Diamond 4 currently. I've won 9 games out of 10. It's crazy. All right. 100% win rate in the mirror, guys. Can we keep it up?
Knowledge is power.
So do I just hard mulligan for Skyla or a spell? I got the coin. But keep King Tide? Oh, because King Tide helps him. We learned that lesson last game, guys. King Tide lost them the game. Bro, you're playing the one deck that's breaking the meta right now. Do you mean that in a good way or a bad way? Oh, I forgot all the boards are back. That's nice. Some of these old boards were great. Had so much to do. That would have been nice last turn. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I'm playing Watercolor Artist now, especially because I have Cephalopods in hand.
A limited time offer.
Okay, that's scary. He has no coin, though. Oh, come on. Remember, I was talking shit about that mage the other game because he had both tsunamis in hands. That's annoying. Oh, do I want to coin this out? Yeah. I need to draw something good. Okay, there, I got the coin back. You're keeping us humble druids down. Man, druid has been the bane of Hearthstone for so long. I feel like if you were to tally up all of the times each class have been like the dominant class in the game, what do you think is the like the top? I feel like it's either Paladin or Druid. Probably Druid, right? Paladin, Druid, or Rogue. I think it's one of those three classes. Okay, no Skyla next turn. Oh, okay.
For the killing floor.
Okay, I get Skyla next turn. Wow, this hand is something. Will says Druid 1,000,000%. Ayato always Druid. Yeah, I do feel like it is Druid. If you were to tally up all the times Druid's been broken. Oh no. All right. We've come back from this before, guys. We could do it again. The fact that we don't have a con man in hand is a little annoying, though. What are those hits? Come on. Wow. So the fact that we can't Cephalopods watercolor is really annoying. We don't have a con man.
Limited time offer.
Okay, at least that turn was pretty shit, and he's got 2 coins in hand. Oh. You don't want to do this, but I feel like I have to. What can I draw? What saves me here? Conniving Con Man is good. Mixologist, maybe. Oh, man. I think I have to. It's just GG, right?
Step on through.
What, 3, 6, 9? Yeah. I blame my hand there. That was real shitty. Having both tsunamis, both cephalopods. That sucks. Oh well. We gotta lose some games, guys. Can't be 100%. Also, email gets flashbacks of Jade Golems. Yeah. Jade Golems was a deck for sure. Also, it doesn't feel too good when you're on the receiving end. I agree. I think decks like this, they, you know, They feel fun to play, but they're miserable to lose against. I agree 100%. Also, I keep forgetting to take Magatha out. What would you guys replace Magatha with? Wow. Wow. See, these are the hands we dream of. Hetrod says Norganon. Okay, he's gonna get a couple draws off that. Next turn, Metal Detector. Turn 4, we don't really have anything. I could swing a second time and play the second weapon. Okay.
For the killing tour.
Actually, no, next turn. Next turn I kill the other frog, I can coin Skyla. Okay, turn 4. Turn 4 Tsunami. Ayato says Rewind. Hetrod says Ziliax. Ziliax isn't a bad idea. Steve says Under the Sea. Email says Antonitis. They'll never see it coming.
For the killing tour. Bolting away from paradise.
It's just that easy, guys. If you want Mr. Shaman, you could play Wave of Nostalgia. That'd be cool. Next turn, probably Surflopod. Is he just like staring at his phone in disgust right now? he's got to compose himself. Hey, bruh, how's it going? I'm assuming school started back up. Life's probably been busy. How are things going? Email, isn't Magatha only good in decks that are mostly minions? Well, for what it's worth, right? There's only 4 spells in this deck. And say you have Surflopod active. If you play Magatha, it'll still play the spell first. So, in theory, like, Magatha works in this deck. There just hasn't really been any need to play it.
There is little time.
Imagine I just lost to some combo here. He was like doing all the math. It took you that long to think of that, my dude? Oh, I could just kill it. I was like, do I want to trade? Not really. I'll add insult to injury. Bro, I just spent a shitload of money on a book I've already read. Man, textbooks are like the biggest scam in the world. And I remember, at least when I was in school, you know, I'm sure this has only gotten worse, but because there were so many classes I just didn't buy the textbook for because they used it once and never again. Or I would like pirate the textbook, you know, use it that way. But I had classes where you would have to buy the textbook because it would have like an access code in it. So scummy. The whole like school textbook industry, it's all a racket. It's all bullshit. Also, I keep forgetting to take out Magatha. Someone remind me after this game. Hetrod, is there a minion that draws 1 spell as opposed to 5 cards? I feel like I'm good on hand size. If I'm just going for that combo, I'd rather draw less than 5. I don't know. Also, my god, this... Okay, so now we just pray we draw Tsunami or Sunset Volley before, like, turn 4. Okay, done. Bro, this is one is in a textbook. It's a book I really wanted physical, but everything in Brazil is expensive. Aw, that sucks. Actually, even just like novels, you know, books are expensive. You know, my girlfriend has a Kindle and she subscribes to like the Kindle subscription, so you can just like read as many books as you want. And it's crazy, you know, like, because how expensive books are. Like one book that, depending on how you read, right, you might go through it in like a weekend or a week or 2 weeks. And it's like one book is like 20, 30 bucks or some shit. It's crazy. If you want a hardcover book, or some books, right, they're only available in hardcover. Even worse. And yeah, Axel, they change a couple chapters and force you to buy new books. Like, it was always funny to me with like math courses. Like, a lot of the math we use has been around for hundreds of years. Like, why do I need to buy the most updated book? Like, the equations didn't change, you know? It's so stupid.
For the killing toll.
All right, we are in a good spot. Also, email Under the Seas would have seen most people running. Bruh, books in English are particularly expensive because we have import tariffs on 90%. Jeez. Okay, so out of curiosity, bruh, how much did you spend on this book? Email says, knowledge is priceless. Oh, words of wisdom. Axel, even music was like this. You had to buy the CDs for $20 for a couple songs. You're like, that's true. I guess, you know, because music made the digital shift like so long ago, right? Like, I remember when I was younger, like, it's not the same, but like Napster and like LimeWire and all that, right? But now you have, you know, like all the Spotify and all the music services that no one has really bought music, or most people don't buy music for a long time now. Should I swing first?
For
Yeah.
the killing toll.
Just to guarantee it dies. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so music has been mostly digital for like a long time now, I think, but books are more recent. You know, I feel like books are shifting to digital, but it's much newer than like the music shift. Wow, okay. I guess it is Reno, right?
Muzzle their
A
magic.
limited time offer.
Do I save for the sunset volley? Like a gold panner? Wow, okay, that's annoying against sunset volley. I can make him burn a card.
One dose solves any problem.
This is really annoying, but I feel like I have to. He only gets 2 coins and he burns a card. Next turn I sunset volley. That's a decent one to burn. Bruh, in dollars, about $70. A third of minimum wage. Even $70 for a book, that's a lot. Also, welcome back, Chaos. I think I only lost 1 game while you were gone. I'm currently 10-2.
No one's going to believe this.
I kind of wish I could tsunami. Wow. Oh. That doesn't really help, though. Like, do I sunset volley with a 4/4 body, or do I just sunset volley? Is there any difference? Guess I can trade. Oh, or I can Surflopod watercolor artist. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, no, it'll be 3s. Okay, so you go here. I need every minion to be hit, and I still probably lose. I can't have any hit face. No hit face.
GG. Damn. That was a crazy turn that Hunter had. Chaos, you cursed it. Ayato, I'm slowly getting the Diamond 10 with Highlander Dragon Druid. Nice. Good Huffer. I always forget there's so many Hunter lovers in the chat.
Knowledge is power.
I don't think King Tide's worth keeping on, like, the what if drawing one of these. Also, I haven't said anything, but Cottage has been asleep on my lap the entire stream so far. She just woke up. Oh, it's so sleepy. Literally, she's been asleep on my lap since the beginning of the stream. She just woke up. Also, I've been thinking in my new office at the new house, I'll have to set up the Chalupa camera again for sure. I need the draw. He'll probably just hero power trade. It's not that bad. Sleepy Doggo is right. Axel, I tried playing Old Face Hunter in Wild while playing the Smork song in the background. Lost 10 games. Only won once against a Cthulhu warrior. Man, I miss Cthulhu. I'll have to do a Cthulhu stream again soon. All right, we're just going to be racking up coins here.
For the Kirin Tor.
Mechathune stream. Yeah, I talked about that during my birthday stream, right? That Mechathune is a card somehow I've never opened or crafted. And I've always wanted to play it because I love like win the game conditions. I love combo decks. So yeah, I will be crafting Mechathune soon and playing it. You're 100% right. That's a really good idea. Okay. Man, I'm getting all the coins and none of the payoffs. I could triple coin into Sunset Volley next turn. Or I could Khadgar. We'll see what he does. Maybe a Khadgar. Wow. Wow, I haven't seen Blood Mage Style Notes in a while. Oh, I forgot I had Surfle Pot active. I just Sunset Volley again, right? Double Sunset Volley? Wow, those are good hits too. Right, now I just gotta draw Con Man. Just use Wishing Well. Yeah, you'd think I was playing Wishing Well Row with all those coins, eh? Alright, what do you got? Corpse Explosion would actually... He's got 16 corpses already. Corpse Explosion would clear. I know there is some, like, Blood Death Knight control decks going around. Okay. I still have exact lethal. Okay.
Try Khadgar. I can play this, then this, right? Yeah, I can count. I can math sometimes. Fireball's face. Actually, I'm fine with that. Hey, Otto, I feel like I play Rogue when playing Druid. Sky Mother allows some crazy things to happen. I actually really like Sky Mother Aviana. That is like the epitome of like the perfect card to me. Cards that like just let you do fun, goofy stuff. That's like the soul of Hearthstone to me. Steve, remember Magatha. Thank you for the reminder. I keep forgetting to take it out. Hetrid, Shaman, Cliff Dive, Walking Mountain is the bane of my existence. Well, I haven't seen it happen yet. I actually played that deck last week, I think. It was fun. That was the most fun I've had with a deck in a while, I feel like. That deck has so many cards that are like shit in a vacuum. Okay, so what's the consensus here? Also, once again, I have not played Zephyrs once. I've played 14 games so far. I think I've seen Zephyrs twice. Like, is Zephyrs just perpetually in the bottom of the deck or what? So we'll take out Magatha. Yeah, so what's the consensus? What do we want to add here? I saw some people said Norganon. Shock, I think we should go to Light Show. Actually, you got a good idea. Yeah, so I will replace something in this deck, and then we'll try out the Light Show deck that Shock sent. Oh, actually, I did forget, Steve. You're right. Zephyrs won me the one game with Fireball. Yeah, I will give Zephyrs credit. I did win a game because of him. Someone suggested Rewind, I know. We had Norganon suggested. What else? I think someone mentioned Rising Waves. I feel like I don't want to add a spell, though. It makes Cephalopods worse, right? I'm not huge on Under the Sea either. I don't know. Chaos says Sif. What are like other people running in this deck that I'm not? Let me take a look. Yeah, oh, some run double Under the Sea. Maybe I do try Under the Sea. Ancient Totem. Bruh, I think it was you, wasn't it, who put the Ancient Totem in that Warrior deck you sent me before? Let's try Under the Sea. I'll put one in. We'll try it out. And then let's put Shock's deck in here, the Light Show deck. Which, like I said, Shock, you could take all the credit for this. We're going to call this Shock Light Show. So what do we got here? Con Man for more light shows. Pupil for more light shows. What's the Brewmaster for? Tidepool Pupil? Or Con Man? Actually, Con Man, not bad. So this is one card I'm so surprised hasn't seen more play. I think this card is like so close to being so good. How many arcane spells are in here? Just the one? Oh, and Primordial Glyph and Rewind. Okay. All right, let's try it out. Bruh, it was me. It was glorious. The best you played to this day. It was a good deck for what it's worth. Yeah, Brewmaster for Con Man. All right, let's see how this deck goes. Keep with the mage theme.
Jaina versus Anduin.
A just cause is always worth fighting.
Oh, first priest.
Knowledge is power.
I know like Zarimi priest is kind of being popular, right? I have no idea how to mulligan here. I don't know. We'll see. Trial and error. All right, I think that's a better hand.
Light sings, and the impure fall.
Wow, okay. If this draws Light Show, we have like a banger hand right now. Dry Scale's really good, it just doesn't warrant the deck space due to the current meta being so fast and busted with tons of way better cards. You are right. I guess I always think of Dry Scale Deputy. It is like a much like late game focused card for the most part, right? And as you said, the game is very, very fast. Void Scripture for 0 is really nice. So what am I doing? Next turn, play Sea Shill. Turn after that, probably play Stargazing. Stargazing will be 0.
Time runs out on me.
Hopefully get Light Show off it. I like the Void Scripture, that's fun. Next turn, I'll Void Scripture, Sea Shill. Probably what happens. Here comes Dragon Priest. You know, it's funny that apparently Zarimi Priest has been really, really good for like months now, but it's just not a lot of people want to play it. And I think it's because your average like aggro player doesn't really want to play Priest, which I get. Oh, these all suck. Actually, Star Power's not bad.
A limited time offer.
Okay, so next turn I play Stargazing. Hopefully I draw Light Show. 40% chance.
Starting the operation. Light sings, and the impure fall.
Okay. Or do I really have to Star Power here? Actually, Star Power into Con Man for a second Star Power is kind of good. Yeah, I think I do. That kind of sucked. This doesn't count neutrals, right? The last card you played from a non-rogue class. Or next, do I coin out the Tide Pool? Or next turn I could Con Man, coin Brewmaster. That's probably better. Chalk, I should have warned you that this was a more thinky than Big Spell Mage. You just gotta be aware of Con Man ordering, for instance. Yeah, definitely. Big Spell Mage is not a very, high IQ deck. That is for certain. All right, I need some good hits here.
100% real, fake go.
Okay, got rid of. Okay.
Ready for another round?
All right, so let's keep clearing his board. When you really need Khadgar's weapon to kill something and he summons 2/0/1 taunts, feels bad. Yeah, Khadgar's a cool card, don't get me wrong, but it does suck when he low rolls like that sometimes. Also, I don't know how many dragons he's played. My only worry here is if this is like the OTK version of the deck, right?
Real, fake go.
Actually, Huddle Up might not be the worst, right? Gets me a board. Khadgar and Zeph share a brain cell. Yeah, I've said it before that it really does feel like Zephyrs has got dumber over time. This is not good. Actually, I could rewind into whatever it's called. Oh no. I was really hoping to get that.
What to do? What to do?
Oh no, this is not good. Okay, that helps a bit. Oh my god.
Time runs out on me.
I think we're just dead here, right? I think Zarimi's active. He does Zarimi.
Need help? Let's give you some help.
So what? He... Oh, that's more than enough.
You win this.
That was annoying. I was really hoping to get whatever that spell's called again. The 5-mana spell. Oh well. Hetrod Zeph gave me Antonitis. That's cool. Should have gone Stargazing first, then Brewmaster the Con Man, maybe. Yeah, Star Power. That's the name of the spell.
Jaina versus
Okay, I can see this being good against Hunter.
I will never serve. Knowledge is power.
Okay. Not an awful hand. Get something good off Infinitize and then rewind into it. Oh, that's even better. Is Skyla just in this deck for like the rogue cards? I feel like you're not going to take huge advantage of the battle cry in Skyla, right? Coin Forge. Interesting. Spell Hunter? Yep. I hate this card so much. You know, Mage has a really similar card, but instead of forging, it's corrupting it. And it's such... Like, this card is so much better than the Mage one. Hopefully no hidden meaning. Okay, that's good. Bro, you're only playing Mage today. Can I interest you in some Even Lock? So yeah, I think at this point I'm probably just going to stick with Mage. But if you want to send me an Even Lock deck or post it in the Discord, I think next week at some point I'm going to be doing a viewer-submitted deck stream. I haven't done one in a little bit, and there's been some decks building up. So yeah, either post it in the Discord or just post in the chat here, and I'll save it for you. And maybe next Monday. Maybe next Monday I'll do viewer-submitted decks. So, if it's Explosive Trap or a Freezing Trap, right? Just trigger it now. Okay. Trigger Ice Trap? Yep. So, Bait and Switch or Rat Trap? Okay, good start. Actually, is this Amalgam Hunter again? Is there some way for me to get like a polymorph? Oh my god, more secrets. I'll test for Ice Trap again with the coin. There's no way he's dumb enough to pick Ice Trap, right? Okay. Are you stupid? All right, so we know one was bait and switch or rat trap. He might have hidden meaning now.
A limited time offer.
Let's not trigger it.
I raise, you fold.
Um. Try to smork. I don't really want to trade because he probably has bait and switch.
All in.
I actually don't care. Oh, I don't want to trigger rat trap though.
What a deal!
Yeah, just smork.
Killing Tor.
That's a little annoying. I can get the forged copy of Molten Rune again. Oh, that's annoying if that is bait and switch, though. You could have healed for 10. That was weird. Do I just test for rat trap? I'm at 30 life. Like, if it's rat trap, I don't really care. Yep, that's fine. So this plus this would deal 10 damage.
Time runs out on me.
I raise, you fold.
Get more burn. Stargazing. All right. I think we're in a pretty good place. If he has another Hollow Hound, that's annoying. No Hollow Hound, please. Oh, he grabbed Hollow Hound. Wow, not playing it though. Okay. Light show would be amazing here. So this, I always forget, how does spell damage affect light show? Does it increase the damage per beam, or does it make you shoot more beams? Like if I play this into light show, will it shoot 2 beams for 4 or 4 beams for 2? Damage per beam. Okay, so it's 4 beams for 2 damage, then I'll do 3 beams for... Wait. 2 beams for 4 damage, then 3 beams for 4 damage. That's probably just lethal, right? 3...
Runs out on me.
Was that 8? No, it's not lethal. It could be lethal.
Magical might in the spotlight.
I just do it anyways.
For the killing Tor.
All right. He will actually. He's in a Hollow Hound here. That's annoying. I think I Molten Rune that. Oh, our Conniving Con Man.
Real fake gold.
Ready for another round?
Audio processing.
I don't want to coin Infinitize because I want to keep... Oh, no, the order. Wait, did it matter? No. Zero mana, 2 damage. Actually, Skyla can make this... Okay, I'll do that. Cheat that out with Skyla. So he has no more healing, right? He didn't copy the Hollow Hounds in any way. Also, it's not Reno Hunter. Wow, okay.
Solves any problem.
So yeah, I don't think he has any more healing. It hit face. Obviously, you're hitting face, dude. Wow. Okay.
Just a portal away from paradise.
Oh. Wow. That is very needed. All right, we're playing Big Spell Mage again, guys. So next turn I could Light Show Con Man for 2 Light Shows. Or I could suit... Oh, I probably want a Tsunami now. Is he gonna hit this so I can't gain armor? That'd be the smart thing to do. Deny me 5 armor. Stupid hunters, man. I'm literally gonna gain 5 armor. You could have hit this and denied me the armor. Yeah, I'll do this. Email, do you think morality is objective or subjective? Oh, go over some deep questions now, eh? Am I dead? No! I forgot he had enough for that. Oh, no. Oops, sorry. Hello. You sleepy bum. The sleepy bum's been sleeping all stream. Man, that was close. But still, if he would have attacked into the Minotaur with the weapon, it would have been not even close. Okay, so far, Big Spell Mage, very, very good. Light Show Mage, not so good. I've basically lost I've lost as many games with this deck in half an hour as I did in 2 hours with the other deck. I think keeping waiting to Con Man until 6 is just too slow. Weird enthusiastic noises. Wow, okay. Actually, that's kind of bad, because now we can't get a second with Dry Scale Deputy, and we also can't get it with Stargazing. That's okay. Light Show plus Con Man plus Molten Rune was lethal, was it?
You fold.
Like I said, I need some kind of plugin for Hearthstone that if it it's like some AI to calculate lethal for me, and if I have lethal, it just starts like flashing the screen red.
What to do? What to do?
Holy.
The snake in your veins.
Chill, I guess.
You're merely a pawn for the puppet master.
Okay. If I double trade, go with the Flow Light Show, was a 25% chance to kill it. Both shots have to hit Dorian. Light Show is at 5 beams, then it would go to 6 with Conman, then 6 damage with Molten. Man, maybe I just didn't realize how out of control the Light Shows were at that point.
What to do?
Fiends where I can see 'em.
Okay, guys. Oh, I forgot to get that one trigger off. All right, 25% chance. Nope.
Time runs out on me.
Okay, if he has some kind of draw spell, it's not good for us. He probably has a Zilliax there, I'm guessing. Yep. Actually, that's not that great, right? 1-1 versions? That's not that bad. Oh, that's annoying, though. No minions. 1 minion. No UNR.
We all exist in
Oh, no.
My hand is
Oh, you fool. If this is Innervate, this guy's a dumbass. Can you not count how many cards you have in your hand? This is what I play against, guys.
Time to light a fire under this
but I'm not slow.
So... Can one hit Dorian, please? Okay, or both hit Dorian.
I found a sea urchin.
Okay. Hetrod, I don't know where you are, but I'm suffering in Legend right now. It's kind of tedious because if I'm doing too well, I can't test anything crazy without hurting my progress. That's what I struggle with all the time, is that, you know, I want to like experiment with and play fun decks and stuff like that, but the decks I'm playing against are just too strong. I just stomp all over me. But no, I'm currently Diamond 4. I kind of want to wait to play this until I can bounce it. Wow, those were some shitty hits.
100% real, fake go.
Okay, how many more ways do I have to play Light Show? I can't copy it with Audio Splitter. I can't get it off Tide Pool Pupil anymore, unless I like to discover a copy somehow. Email Tide Pool Pupil should give you one of the 3 spells at random. I agree. I think Tide Pool Pupil, it needs a better nerf. Nerfing it from 1 to 2 is such a lazy nerf. They need to tweak the text a little bit, in my opinion.
Time to light a fire underneath.
Also, Hetrod, I just watched Under the Sea. Someone Dungar. Man, that hurts. I feel bad now. Oh no! Don't take something really good. Infinitize would suck. That's not the end of the world. Also, Chaos, I sent my current DK deck list in the Discord. It somehow managed to let me claw my way out of the hell pit of gold up to plat 5. Nice! Oh. I'll have to check it out. Like I said, I think Monday I'll do a viewer deck stream, so I can check it out then. Okay, he will burn a card. Oh, what a shitty card to copy. I think I'm too far behind. I just don't have enough damage.
Just a portal away from Iredale.
This is rough. Hortomancer was for the light shows. She gives tempo, and that's the most expensive spell in the deck. Yeah, I just played it for a body at this point. Is there any draw in this deck? Stargazing? Oh, that's bad. This is what I lose against, guys. Let me Zephyrs for 1 card. And let me pick the board card when I'm very much in, like, a dominating position. Chaos, no Ancient Totem, unfortunately. Maybe that's why I'm losing. No Ancient Totem in this deck. Alright, what do I need here? Rewinds.
You win.
Okay, this deck does not seem to be really working out. We went 0 and 3 with this deck. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab some water really quick. I think we're gonna switch back to Big Spell Mage. We swapped out Hagatha for was it Under the Sea or whatever that spell's called. So we'll try that one out. So let me queue up. I'll just grab some water quick. I'll be back in a minute. Also, Chalupa says hello again.
Jaina versus Sylvanas.
I will never serve.
Knowledge is power.
Okay, now I gotta change my mindset now. Up I go. All right, gotta change my mindset. Hunter. I think the metal detector's good. Or I have a coin already. Do I just skip it? Yeah, I think I just hard mulligan for the cheats. Okay. Gold Panner. Wait, did I not mulligan metal detector? Or did I just draw it again? Try and contest the board. Dropping Gold Panner into that. Doesn't feel great. Wow, okay. Now I can gold pan on an empty board.
Keep on panning.
Okay, so I think next turn I Sea Shill, then I Surflipod, then Under the Sea. Interesting. Or do I Metal Detector? I don't want that to get out of hand. I can draw more cards. Get more coins.
Keep on panning.
So what, next turn I could coin Surflipod, and then turn after that, coin Under the Sea?
Who could put a price on such power?
Okay.
I could.
Oh, I hate that one. Wow, okay. Never mind, do I just Tsunami?
Just a portal away from paradise.
It's actually crazy, like, how much worse this one is for your opponent than, like, all the other ones. Shock, if you can. I think you could. I think you should later give Mig's video on the Light Show deck a watch. That's where I got it from. I really think you should give it another try. Yeah, for sure. Sub me. Wow, that was nice play there. Yeah, go ahead. Post the video in the Discord if you haven't already, and I'll take a look. Do I Surflipod here? Do I trade? So more than likely, Under the Sea will draw Sunset Volley. Actually, I will trade, because if it draws Tsunami, I won't get all the water elementals. Draws 100% way worse for the opponent. Yeah, like pretty much all of the other amulets, I feel like the one for your opponent, like it's not awful, but this one, I never want to play this card ever, unless it's like a last resort. I'm fine with that one. Get a 10 drop. Oh, 50-50 for lethal, guys. Is there any way to guarantee lethal? He didn't want to take the 50-50. That's funny. All right. Actually, quite a few Death Knights. This will be the 4th Death Knight I've played against.
Knowledge is
Death Knight has been the 2nd most popular class I've played against. Keep him. He's a pseudo coin. Maybe even keep this for the tempo. I'll do that. Oh, see? Perfect. Now I just need a big spell. Okay, there we go. GG, guys.
Any problem?
That's a little annoying. Okay, turn 3 Mixologist. Be kind of nice to get a card draw option off it. Is this gonna hero power? Wow. Oh, I might play Zephyrs this game, actually. Our hand's running a little dry. Summoner friendly minion that died. I don't think I want a Miracle Salesman. Yep, draw. Okay, so depending on my draw next turn, I might Zephyrs into the potion.
For the Lynx King.
Yep.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Always burn, guys. Hey, we got Fireball again. Actually, Bloodlust could be relevant, right? You get a full board of like water elementals and then Bloodlust them. That's actually kind of cool. Also, Chaos, whenever I play Grifta, I'm usually hoping for draw or damage because they're just generally good for me and it's a lot worse for the opponent. Discount is almost never worth it. At least like the damage, the opponent one is still like good removal for the opponent, right? You just can't go face. Okay. So next turn, actually next turn I Under the Sea. It'll draw, autocast. Yeah. Actually, let me do this, because if it's Tsunami, my board will be too full. Okay. So, next turn, I have so many options. Okay, not the worst. Actually, that's not bad, because I can... Whenever I draw, I can scam it out with Skyla. Let's do that.
100% real fake gold.
And then... Yep. Horseman in 2024. Headless Horseman is such a cool card. I really wish it was better. Or I wish Death Knight was like in a better place and I could more easily utilize it. Because it's such a cool card. Nerf the coin. It's ridiculously overpowered. It is really funny how, like, historically, the coin has been relevant with so many stupid combos. Like, even think way back to, like, Miracle Rogue, right? Playing coins and stuff and playing Edwin and whatever. You know, the coin has always been a very, very strong card. That was the best target to hit. All of these would have been really bad. Alex Straza won't die. Actually, he just like hero powers that and nothing happens, right? I feel like this guy did not think this Threads of Despair through. Okay, so if I trade here, it does a 1 damage AoE and nothing else happens, right?
I will mourn your death.
Oh, was Bloodlust... Oh, Bloodlust was lethal there. See, I need that flasher on the screen, guys. I need some kind of plugin to help me out.
What to do? What to do?
Let's do this, I guess. Push more face damage. Yeah, Chaos, I missed it. Literally the second after I swung, I realized it was lethal with... It was exact lethal with Bloodlust. He clears, but whatever. It's actually kind of good for me, right? Because my next spell is autocast, so I don't really want a full board. Oh, this is like control Death Knight. More face damage? Oh, it's just lethal, right? Zephyrs, you did it again. Also, Frizz, I just started last week. I have 2 decks, Pain Warlock and Big Spell Mage. I've got Dust to make another deck. I just don't know which one looks fun to play. So honestly, it's like, fun is subjective, right? Because some people think certain decks are fun. I think they're boring. There's decks I think are fun that people think are boring. So my biggest suggestion is, I know as a new player, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of free decks that Blizzard lets you play. My suggestion is play all of them. Play as many different classes as you can, because there might be some classes or some decks that you don't think look fun at like face value, but you actually play them and they're very fun. So yeah, take advantage of the free decks that Blizzard offers. Try everything, because you might be surprised. Yeah, we'll keep that. Chaos, Blood and Holy Root on a horse limits it way more than it should. I agree. I think if the Primus has no rune requirement, why does the Headless Horseman? I think the Headless Horseman should have no rune requirement, just like the Primus, personally. Like, to me, those are like universal cards that should be able to go in any kind of Death Knight deck. If they set that precedent with the Primus. If the Primus had a rune requirement, that'd be a different story. Also, Shock, Headless Horseman was such a waste. Everything is lame to me as an uninteresting. Discovered an undead eventually is sorta okay, I guess. 3 damage is so uninspired. Yeah, maybe they were playing it safe for the first Death Knight hero. Maybe they were, because Death Knight has had some like balance issues, right? Maybe they were worried about the first Death Knight hero card like being really, really strong. Do I want to save this? Is this like a control priest?
I don't have enough mana.
I actually really like this card the more I think about it, because there's been times I've played Cephalopods and I have both Tsunamis, and there's no way to cheat out Sunset Volley, but this actually solves that. All right, not liking the start very much. Frizz, yeah, they were garbage after I got to gold. I want a Priest deck, but none of them are over 50% win rate. Yeah, Priest is in a bit of a weird spot right now. You know, most people who play Priest, they like to play very slow control decks. It's just they're not very good right now, unfortunately. Play this? This is weird. I could Khadgar next turn. Okay, got Zephyrs. Chaos, if Primus had runes, there would be riots in the streets. But I feel like, so obviously if they added runes to Primus now, people would lose their minds. But I feel like they could have introduced Primus with the rune requirement, like Rainbow requirement or something like that. If anything, it would make sense flavor-wise, right? The Primus has abilities for each rune. If it had a 3 rune requirement, I wouldn't even blame them. Do I smork and go face? The only thing that would suck here is if Gold Panther top decks a Tsunami. Okay. Frizz, what does Khadgar do? So Khadgar equips a weapon. It's a 0/6 weapon. And how it works is at the end of every turn, it casts one of like 6 spells and loses 1 durability. So for the next 6 turns... Okay. For the next 6 turns, it's either going to play like Blizzard, Fireball, Counterspell. There's like 6 spells it can play. So it's just a bunch of value over 6 turns for free. Oh, I called it. God damn it. That's annoying.
For the Kirin Tor.
Oh, man. I don't want him to get more healing off that, too. All right, that was really annoying. I don't want to overdraw a card. I don't want to waste a coin, so play something. Frizz, can I get a deck code to this? This isn't the big Spell Mage I've seen before or played. Would like to try it? Yeah, sure. Give me 1 sec here. There we go. Let me know if it works. Is there a lethal here? Zephyr's my dude. Help us out here. Oh. I'll even BM a little bit. I'll be that guy. Wow, that was... Man, Zephyrs... I will say, I haven't played Zephyrs a ton this stream, but the times I have played him, he's been very, very good. He's... Like, every time I play him, he wins me the game. I feel like I was kind of... Maybe I was too harsh on Zephyrs, because I was... Earlier in the stream, I talked about removing him. He's been very good, though. Wow.
Jane versus the Lich King.
Zephyr's MVP, you're right. Also, yeah, so why are so many people playing Death Knight?
Knowledge is power.
Does Death Knight counter the current meta at all? Because Death Knight is the second most popular class I've played against. So if you go over here, Mage is number 1, 29%. Death Knight's second with 21%. Also, look at this 79% win rate over the stream. Oops. Actually, no, it hasn't updated. There, 82% win rate. Oh, actually, yeah, now Death Knight and Mage are tied. 82% win rate. Chaos is more honest, and Plagues kind of counter Big Mage. So funny enough, actually, yeah. So funny enough, I don't think a single Death Knight I've played against today has been Plagues. Plagues would be smart, actually. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen any Plague Death Knights. Most of them seem like the slower controlled Death Knight that's going around, though.
For the Kirin Tor.
Kind of an awkward turn. Next turn, I might Instrument Tech Cult. Frizz, I only had to make 1 epic for this deck. Nice. Gonna watch you for a bit, then test it out. Yeah, it's, you know, I think you were gone when I just showed everyone, but over the course of this stream, I've had an 82% win rate. I've won 14 games and lost 3. And that is, I'm currently Diamond 4. I started the stream Diamond 8, and I got up to Diamond 4.
For the Kirin Tor.
Okay, so getting a shit ton of coins. I might just play the Watercolor Artist next turn. I could literally like triple coin and play it the turn after. Yeah, I might do that. Chaos Raren did recently play Blood DK in a vid, so maybe that's why. Alright, guess I'm not playing Watercolor Artist. Is he in the threads? Wow. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is coin out Khadgar, because I don't want him to Dirty Rat it next turn. Yeah, coin out Khadgar. And then if he plays the other Dirty Rat, 33% hit Zephyrs, which sucks. 66, I don't care about these two. All right, Frizz, you get to see Khadgar in action. So you can see it basically says, at the end of your turn, cast a helpful mage spell and lose 1 durability. And like I said, it's like Fireball, Frostbolt, Blizzard, Counterspell, Ice Barrier, Mirror Image. Is it those 6? Frizz, I'm stuck at gold 5 right now, just getting crap draws and crap aggro matchups. Yeah, this deck can be very draw dependent. If you draw right, you just smoke people on like turn 4 or 5. Wow. Okay, I'll play this before it gets dirty ratted.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Okay. I'm going to keep this in my hand to make dirty rat. Oh, he could dirty rat this. Okay, let's wait and see. That's actually potentially huge. Dirty rat meta. Yeah, dirty rat is definitely popular right now. There's a lot of juicy targets to hit with it. Hit King Crush. Oh, man. So if I get enough coins, actually, I could King Crush Lava Burst in 1 turn. Man, that weapon's actually hurting. I just lose the board, unfortunately.
Brain blast.
Okay, I'm really hoping for Frostbolt his face, or give me like Ice Barrier.
Time offer.
Okay, that's good. That's huge. So how much damage do I have from... Oh. Wait, I could King Crush into Con Man. Taunt's annoying. Surflipod. I'm actually literally 1 mana off from being able to King Crush, Con Man for 2 of them.
What to do?
15 damage from weapons, a decent amount of damage at half your health. Yeah, he's been chunking me with this weapon. I have no ways to draw. I might Lava Burst one of these. Trade.
Time runs out on me.
Oh, okay. It's okay. I forgot about the discount. I think this is the safe play. I thought about going face with King Crush. Oh, man. All right, I could just be dead here, though. So what? Con Man plus Metal Detector. I guess good thing... Oh, I have no way to get rid of it, though.
Blood, remnants of life.
This is not looking good. Run out of gas here. Oh, if only I had Surflipod up. Am I really gonna King Crush and trade into this Razzle Dazzler? He might Frost and just kill me, though.
What to do? What to
100% real fake gold.
Man, what an awful trade. I'm assuming I'm dead here. I'm assuming he frost runes and kills me. That could do something. I have Tsunami next turn. I need this to play like Blizzard next turn.
Symbol of death.
I'm so surprised he didn't Frost Rune there. He has a coin in hand. I feel like that guy had lethal if he wanted it.
Job done.
Ah, what bad hits. Give me Blizzard.
It's a symptom of life.
All right, one more game, guys. We can't end the stream like that. That was rough. I had some real, like, who was it? Fizz? Yeah, like you said, bad draws that game, unfortunately. I drew, like, so many enablers, but not any payoffs or anything. Just what I needed, Chaos. 0-1 taunts. I still think he could have won last turn if he just Frost Runed. He had a coin to test for counterspell.
Jaina versus Tyrande.
All right.
Strength. Knowledge is power.
So no coin. This is probably Dragon Priest. Yeah. Okay. That's not bad, actually. That's bad. All right. I just need a coin. Once again, I really like that the wild boards are back in standard. Such a little change, but like makes such a big difference.
One dose solves
Okay.
any problem.
I'll just take the draw. Oh, okay, that's perfect. All right, guys, turn 5 Tsunami. Turn 4, maybe? I feel like everyone has Gorgon Zormu on 3 or 2. Like every single game.
For the Kirin Tor.
All right. Skyla into Tsunami next turn. A cool turn 4 Tsunami. Only thing that would make it better was if I had Con Man in hand. That'd be so good. Okay, just turn 3 pass. I'm fine with that. All right, what do you got, Mr. Priest? All right, can I just top deck Con Man now? What do you got? You know, cheese? Cheese and pray? That's not bad, actually, if it doesn't change anything. So I'm 2 off lethal. Well, 1 off lethal with ping. I could Zephyrs for lethal. Okay. All right, Zephyrs, this is your moment to shine once again. I need a 1 or 2 mana spell. Oh, Savage Roar would have been insane. All right, I still just push face, right? This is frozen still next turn. It's fine. He's playing Dragon Priest. He doesn't have any board clear.
Shaking a stir.
Even that, who cares? Deals 2 damage to everything. Draw your puny cards, Priest. You're just delaying the inevitable. Still lethal. This Priest is like 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage. It's lethal, bro. Alright, so that's a game to finish on. Alright, so let me bring up my win rate over the course of this stream. Let me just refresh it. So over the course of this stream, I played 19 games. I won 15 of them. 79% win rate. My losses were against Death Knight, Hunter, Mage, and Death Knight. So maybe that's why everyone's playing Death Knight. Out of the 4 losses, 2 are against Death Knights. But yeah, it's a fun deck. It's very, very high rolly deck. And I will say, I feel like this deck is everything that's wrong with Hearthstone. I talked to it a bit earlier in the stream, but I feel like this design, like this route that Hearthstone has been going down, like it's not sustainable. I don't think it'll happen, but I think there needs to be like a shift in their design philosophy because they've straight out said that they like this shit. That they like that games are like explosive and fast. And I feel like I'm not in the minority when I say I don't. You know, games can be fast, but I feel like these games are fast and there's basically nothing you can do against it. Just like with big Pain Lock, right? We talked about it earlier. Big Spell Mage, Pain Lock. You're pretty much just sitting there watching your opponent kill you and there's nothing you can do about it. And I feel like that's just bad design. So we'll have to see. I think this deck will get nerfed. As I said earlier, I hope they don't just nuke it from orbit because I think there's a big difference between nerfing a deck and just destroying a deck. And Blizzard has a very mixed history on that. There is a nerf to Paladin, you know, like in the summer where they just obliterated the class, but then they do minor nerfs other times. I don't know. But that'll be it for the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back on Monday. And like I said, I think I'm going to do a viewer submitted deck stream. So if you haven't already, go ahead, join the Discord. There is a channel in the Discord called Deck Ideas. Go ahead, post your decks there, and I'll play them on Monday. So it could be a wild deck, standard deck, whatever you want. It could be janky, combo, serious. Again, totally up to you guys. Sometimes you guys send me some really fun decks. Sometimes you guys send me some really stupid decks. I enjoy them nonetheless. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Hope you guys have a good night. I will see you on Monday and take care, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.